Well, once again, in the Squire of Gothos, we meet another omnipotent, godlike, well, it's the same thing, entity, and torments the crew of the Enterprise, well, a few of them anyway, and turns out to just be a child. There you go. Okay, see you next time. But yeah, the all-powerful entity is a theme that repeats several times throughout Star Trek and different forms. I mean, it starts off almost at the beginning with the second pilot being Where No Man Goes Before, and Gary Mitchell becomes omnipotent. Well, almost. He's getting there, and then he manages to get killed before he can achieve his ultimate power or what have you. Then there's Charlie X and so on and so forth. One could guess here that the aliens that Trelane, the Squire of Gothos, General Trelane, retired, was perhaps part of that same species, and this was just another, because when the parents arrive, they don't take human form. They're just glowing lights, So, I don't know. I suppose you could say that. I don't know if anyone ever did a novel or something and said, yeah, they're the same people. Or even more so, because this whole idea of the omnipotent alien really comes to full character in the form of Q within the Next Generation. And Q actually it starts off kind of silly and does it becomes more of a comic relief character in a lot of ways as their mischievous magical friend, and then becomes better and better and better, and then is really one of the great characters of that version of Star Trek. Probably going to get ruined in the Picard series. But anyway, that's another story. So, yeah, the theme keeps recurring, and I guess it becomes a device where you can sort of put magic in a science fiction story because it's just a species that's so far in advanced of humans and what the people of the Federation are, that even with their understanding of space travel and science and everything, when they encounter a superior technology or what have you, it will appear like magic to them, even though they understand what it is. They'll never figure out exactly how it works. Now, right off the bat, they suspect, yes, it is some sort of machine that allows for transmutation for this character. So it opens where they're exploring an area of space, and then they come upon this planet, and Sulu disappears, and then Kirk disappears. So then they're trying to retrieve them. They go to the planet, and there's this one little area where there's an oxygen atmosphere in it. Gee, how's that happening? And then there's a castle, and they go in, and it's it's all decorated from a bygone era and Earth's history. And then there's Kirk and Sulu on display like they're a part of the collection. And then the Squire, Trelane, shows up and introduces himself and all that. And the mistake he's made is that he wants to interact with people from Earth, but he didn't take into account the amount of years that had gone by. So his information is based on what he can see over the distance of space and time. He's seeing the distant past of Earth that no longer exists. And so when the Enterprise crew shows up, they don't really comprehend what he's trying to recreate here and all his ideas of Earth culture and, all that sort of thing. Challenges Kirk to a duel, and he's all dressed up in the regalia and uniform of this, general and whatnot. And then, he quickly understands that, he's made a mistake, but he carries on anyway because he's so fascinated with that culture. And, of course, I've already revealed the reveal. He's a child. He likes to play. And so he's playing with these people he's collected. Like a kid playing with snails or something, And that's what he's doing. And so at one point, Kirk and the crew guess that he's using some kind of machine behind a mirror, and they shoot at it as Kirk lures Trelane into a duel with pistols, and he shoots the mirror, and it destroys a machine that he was definitely using, but apparently it was only just some sort of aid. The actual power is within him with himself, But after the machine's done, the whatever shielding he had for them allows them to beam back to the Enterprise. They get on the Enterprise and they escape. But then the whole damn planet chases them. And it's like, what the hell? And so Kirk has to challenge him one-on-one, of course. And that's really the only way out. And the catch here is that Trelane, of course, is a child. And they probably were never in any real serious danger. And Kirk just kind of has to outfox him in a bit and ends up treating him like a child. That he needs guidance and whatnot. And then the parents show up. So, you've been a naughty boy, Trelane. Aww, aww. You know, and then so Kirk is allowed to go. And, well, how about that? So, it's there's interesting aspects of it. And, of course, it's a repetitive element within Star Trek that they do. And it's all fine and well. They utilize money savings soundstage here. Probably the props came from other films and televisions of it that Paramount had access to from period pieces and stuff like that. So hey, yeah, make use of that. And all of that, and it's still the discussion of it, that what is intellect and all that, and the levels of it. When you had a child basically who had far superior powers and abilities than the crew of the Enterprise, and yet at some level was beneath their intellect, because he wasn't mature in anything. So interesting aspects there too, of course, and that's the exploration that you get. And sort of a analysis, if you will, within the narrative of these stories. So, yeah, another good episode of Star Trek. Not one of the great ones or anything, but, yeah, pretty good. The guy was, funny and stuff and all that. And the all-around way to play off of the cast and whatnot, that's always good and strong stuff for Star Trek. So, yeah, another good one. The Squire of Gothos. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my many stores that have plenty of goodies for you. Most notably, my comic book, Night Night, available from IndiePlanet.com. You can also check out my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, new episodes every Saturday on RadioMisfits.com. And you can watch my videos also on that other platform, BitChute. Yes, that's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.